Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we will unlock a planet of viruses, and learn more about the planet we call home, the Earth. When you hear the word virus, what image comes to mind? Perhaps you picture illness, injury, and death. Indeed, in the history of human civilization, viruses have been the cause of many destructive disasters. In fact, in 2020, as this Bookie is being written, the world is threatened by a new type of coronavirus known as COVID-19. This virus has infected a countless number of people, caused tens of thousands of casualties, and huge amounts of economic losses in all countries around the world. But are you aware that there's also a good side to these viruses? Invisible to the naked eye and omnipresent on the planet, these viruses have survived for hundreds of millions of years and shaped all forms of life on Earth. In fact, through the entire history of biological evolution, no animals or plants were able to exist without these tiny but influential viruses. For example, some viruses are involved in the transformation of the Earth's atmosphere. And it is precisely because the atmosphere has been transformed that there is now an inhabitable environment for plants and animals on the Earth. Although viruses have substantially influenced humans and continue to do so, most of us don't know much about them. This book, A Planet of Viruses, will unveil the mystery behind viruses, and help you understand the relationship between viruses and human beings. The author of the book, Carl Zimmer, is a writer of popular science who teaches scientific and environmental writing at Yale University. He has written a number of prominent works on popular sciences, including Evolution, The Triumph of an Idea, At the Water's Edge, Fish with Fingers, Whales with Legs, and How Life Came Ashore but Then Went Back to Sea, and Science Inc., Tattoos of the Science Obsessed. In 2007, he won the National Academies Communication Award, which is the highest honor in this field. On a related note, Richard Preston, the author of another book on our platform, The Hot Zone, is a big fan of Carl Zimmer. He praised A Planet of Viruses for being thoughtful, precise, and engrossing page by page, and that Zimmer has an uncanny ability to tell cool tales about nature that leave you with new thoughts and understanding, while always keeping precisely to the science. Now, let's explore A Planet of Viruses as told by Zimmer in 3 parts. First, the Earth is a planet of viruses. Second, the impact of viruses on living things. Third, the impact of viruses on human life. Let's begin with the first part. Why do we call the Earth a planet of viruses? First of all, viruses are everywhere on Earth. We may not want to believe it, but we are surrounded by evidence. For example, we know that almost everyone has had a cold, which is caused by a viral infection. In the beginning of the 20th century, a few decades after the first discovery of the existence of viruses, scientists discovered that the common cold was mainly caused by rhinoviruses. As research on viruses has progressed, scientists have gradually unveiled the mystery behind viruses. They found that viruses not only reside in humans and living things, but also exist in every corner of the Earth. From oceans to deserts, from walls of crystal caves that have been sleeping for tens of millions of years, to thousands of kilometers underneath the ice layers in the South Pole, viruses can be found everywhere. The ocean has the largest number of viruses. Every day, up to 100 billion new viruses per liter of seawater can be reproduced, and there are about 10 to the power of 31 virus particles in the ocean, almost 15 times the number of all other marine creatures. How big is this number exactly? Picture this: you probably know that the blue whale is the largest creature on Earth. A blue whale can weigh 180 tons, but the total weight of marine viruses is equivalent to the weight of 75 million blue whales. If these viruses were lined up one by one, the length of this line could go beyond 42 million light-years. How about that? It's simply beyond our imagination. Not only do the marine viruses exist in a large number, but they also contain great diversity. According to the statistics issued by zoologists, there are about 1.5